So, Mr. Skeete, can you tell us a bit about your collaboration here with Dr. Yearwood?
Dr. Yearwood, as you all know, is the candidate, one of the candidates for St. James South. Now, our relationship spans way before that. You would have heard him say that he came out of the Barbados Youth Parliament. He's been involved with the Barbados Youth Development Council. My substantive role is that of Youth Commissioner in the Ministry of Youth Affairs. Ronnie is a product of youth development in this country. So when I came on as Youth Commissioner, he was very much a young person, known to the Division of Youth Affairs, and making a significant contribution to the development of young people way back then. So this relationship is not new, and it has caused me tremendous duress because I've been challenged because of our relationship with a young citizen who, when we collaborated with the swimming program and now with the Wi-Fi project, I've been branded as seeking to support a citizen of this country who wants to do well and to make a contribution to this community in the same way that we've extended those courtesies to all who have sought to hold political office and represent this constituency of St. James South and this community of Yearwood in particular. And I have a quote that I've actually borrowed from Nelson Mandela. I am not bothered as to whether or not the cat is black or white, as long as it can catch mice. That is what we want to be part of. We want to be able to provide opportunities for young people in the Yearwood community and other communities, irrespective of which political party is in power. And we've shown that. I myself have shown the capacity to working with all parliamentary representatives, irrespective of the party that they belong to. And I want to state that it continues to be my intention to work with those who have this community at heart as far as the development of our young people is concerned. So our collaboration goes way back. I recall that almost 6 years ago, when Yearwood Youth Club were traveling overseas, Ronnie was overseas working at the time, and we would have reached out to him and he would have sent a financial contribution to assist with our travel. And that was even before he decided to run for political office. Because it is again part of what we do and what we want to promote. We want to be able to have both candidates, so they all are candidates now, to see what we are doing, so that if they're re-elected or if they're elected, then they know that these are programs that are going on that they can work with. They can seek to enhance it and build more aggressively these projects for our young people. So as you rightly said, we invited both to show that there's a non-partisanship in the efforts of community work, and that is how it should be. Because who knows? You know, one year you could be a BLP, and the next year you could be a DLP. So your community work should not be bogged down by party, because as I said, a fellow one day is a DLP, next day is a BLP. But once you maintain that relationship with individuals and who has strong character and who has interest in community development, we are willing to work with whoever those individuals are.
Well, first I want to thank Peter for extending the invitation. I find that big open offer is very welcoming. I appreciate the invitation. As you rightly said, I've been a friend I call Peter my friend for years. This is when the youth development program first began in Barbados many years ago. We were part of that original group of young people who used to be in the office pestering Peter and everyone for resources, and you know, so this has been a long time in coming. And specifically for the project here, we wanted to see it because I was able to get some donors to help to provide the free Wi-Fi here. So really it's a marriage of two projects. You have the homework program and then you have the Wi-Fi, and with COVID actually it worked out because you needed the Wi-Fi to be able to have schools from home. So the project has been able to provide kids who would have not had access to online schooling with access. And what it demonstrates is that, and I think Peter said it right, and I've said it so far on this campaign trail, it's about value add. We didn't come in here to just start a project from scratch thinking there's nothing. We come in, we consult, we talk with the community leaders, we find out what's here, because we're trying to add value to what exists. We're not trying to just claim that we've done something for the sake of doing it, and then it's not sustainable, the community doesn't want it. So really, the homework program was here before I came. What I added was the Wi-Fi. So now with COVID, the homework program and Wi-Fi come together. You now have this amazing program that can provide access for the kids. And I would challenge other persons to come and add, whether it's extending the center, whether it's providing resources. And that's what it's about. You don't have to do everything. You don't have to claim ownership of anything. And we're not here to claim ownership of anything because it belongs to the community. It belongs to the people of Haynesville, and it belongs to the people of St. James South. And I think the model here is something we would love to replicate across the community. When we opened the Wi-Fi project, some time ago I said that, and I threw out the challenge that these are projects that can be done across Barbados. We don't recognize it, but there is Wi-Fi poverty in Barbados. It's a real thing. You add that to existing forms of poverty, you have a dangerous cocktail. And we have to get serious about aggressively addressing the issues that people and young people in Barbados face, because it's about providing opportunities. I said it earlier this year, when young people turn up at the bank of opportunities and they put the card in the ATM machine, there has to be something there. It cannot be empty. And at the moment, a lot of them feel it's empty, and that's why projects like these are important, because they demonstrate that there's a society that cares about you. Because a society that does not care about its young, its elderly, or its differently able is not a society.
Vote for Ronnie Yearwood on election day.